What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, yeah, we're still not talking about the new light hero just yet. We're gonna leave that for a couple days down the road once we get him built on an earlier game account. What we want to talk about is the brand new artifact, which is actually way better than I was expecting. So if you take a look at the Splendid Auspicious cat in game, 24% control immunity, 24% HP, 4% all damage reduction. That's just so good as a defensive artifact, but it gets way better. So as we said in the preview, good fortune and prosperity at the beginning of the battle or at the end of each round. It triggers fortune 5 times and prosperity 5 times. Fortune grants one random ally a random ingot, and prosperity grants self 1 ingot. So you're basically giving yourself 5 ingots every single round guaranteed, which is pretty amazing. Now there's 2 types of ingots. The first one is amazing, the gold one. Each hero can own up to 30 gold ingots. 30, and each of these will increase the owner's all damage dealt by 3%. So if this is for a battle that is going past a couple rounds, this is going to outweigh melodic strings by a lot, because that means you're going to be going up to 90% all damage dealt, which is insane. And again, in comparison, you essentially get 50 at the beginning, but it drops down to 20 after the first, 3 rounds, right? 50, and then it drops down 10 per round, down to 20. So yes, 50, then 40, then 30, then 20 is what you get. Adversely, Antler's Cane builds up again. You get 9% damage at the end of each round, and it goes up a lot. So technically Antler's Cane is probably still the better option just because it has better raw offensive stats. However, if it's a game mode where you need tank ability, this matters too, because there's also the silver ingots. Each hero can own up to 30 silver ingots, each of which reduces the owner's damage received by 15% of the owner's attack. So this is essentially melodic strings, golden crown, and Augustus Magic Ball all wrapped into one, because again, Augustus Magic Ball reduces damage received by 250% of the hero's attack. This is the same thing, except you get, actually, hold on, wait a minute, I didn't calculate it. I think it's gonna be good. So if you can have 30 of these stacks and multiply it by 15%, that's 450% versus the 250% you get here. Granted, this is working immediately in the battle, whereas this, again, you need to build it up. So how does this get reliable? Put one on every single hero, just like we used to do with Splendid Demon Bells, just like we used to do with Snow Hearts, just like we're pretty much currently doing in PvP with Golden Crowns, giving a ton of additional damage reduction. Now, granted, this is an additional 50, so you're at 75, but it does go back down to 25. So for the first 5 rounds, you're probably taking a little bit more damage, but it really depends on how many are on your account and how many silver ingots each hero receives. This thing is way better than I was expecting it to be by a long shot, which is why I brute forced. I even took it over like Scattered Spirit Vein or Aurora Gems, which is why we grabbed 8 of these right immediately before we did anything else. So in reality, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to build one on my 2 damage dealers. Do we have the resources is the question, because artifact fodder is a little hard to come by nowadays. It's not as easy, especially since we haven't done a wishing coin event where you get a ton of artifact fragments all over the place. But I think this is going to be one of the new top dog artifacts to put on an entire account, because not only does it automatically still give you damage reduction, control immunity, HP to keep you alive, those things are going to help you get to those later rounds where you actually need to take advantage of the ingots that are kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They're grouping up together. They're giving you more power. Yeah, we're just simple as that. So let's finish this here. Man, we are actually really hurting on artifact essence right now. We actually might need to destroy something that I would normally use in a different situation. So we need to make 2 of these made up. So where's the other one? There it is. I was like, why can't my eyes find it in there? So yeah, we're gonna have to feed off some of these orange artifacts that I usually don't like doing. I'm even gonna feed this one off, actually. I don't use it enough for us to care about it. I really hate that they put pay-to-win artifacts on the screen, that there's a chance for you to like mess up and spend it on them, or even the flags and everything. I think it's just stupid. I don't see why they should even make that an option. I could see someone in the, like, this new to the game completely messing that up, not even on purpose. Now, the downside here is we can't really get any resources out of this. We're kind of like, yeah, so we're gonna have to regress some artifacts that we don't necessarily use. Ho hum, ho hum. Well, one of them is definitely going to be that, and I think the other one is going to be the Snow Heart, because we don't really ever use any of those. I at least use the Antlers, Canes, and stuff in other situations sometimes. So, yeah, let's go down to the very bottom of this list. We're going to build 2 auspicious little kitty cats, and it's the weirdest week ever with Yorm Tum the cat and the auspicious little kitty cat, or lucky cat. Right? Something like that, right? Yeah, sure. Whatever. So we're making 2 of them up here because we got everything from this event, which means we're already a third of the way there of equipping an entire team with this artifact at Splendid. So the big question is, in future events in the next couple months, are we going to be able to get more of them without sacrificing too many good rewards? So again, like I said, this is what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be putting the cat on you, and we're going to be putting the cat on you. I don't know if these are going to be any good for like Aspen Dungeon or anything. Probably not, since the battles are over very quickly. However, I want to see what they look like in combat. So let's just send our 2 heroes in. Just you and you. Just y'all can do your thing. We'll put you in the spot where you guys can kind of be seen easily. Sure, we'll even activate that. Hopefully we don't just one-shot though. So let's see what it actually looks like. So is there any notification about what we have on these heroes? And the answer, I think, is no. I don't think so. Oh, wait, no. Like, is there no icon for this artifact? I don't think there is. So there doesn't seem a way to keep track of them. We had the 3 buffs there. But again, that doesn't really show us anything here, because again, at the end of the round too, we should receive another something or other. Yeah, I guess there's really no way to tell how or if these are active and who has what. Which is kind of bad, because you at least want to be able to have an icon to show you like the number of gold ingots and the number of silver ingots, because this is a crazy strong buff. This is going to be an absolutely bonkers artifact. Even though it's not giving percentage attack, that's not that big of a deal, because percentage attack nowadays, it's so diluted. There's so many different things giving percentage attack nowadays that like it's very diluted down. That percentage attack doesn't do that much. Flat stats do a lot, and what really does is all damage dealt. So we'll have to see what it turns out and looks like, but we got 2 of them, so I'll do some testing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. This is going to be a crazy artifact to have on your entire team, and I'll see you guys next time.